Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nasty Gram RPG Podcast for another installment of Choose Your Own Ambition. This is Ocean's D20, Part 4.
Well, let's jump right into this. You guys decided to team up with Dorian Crow, break into the vault of the Celestial Garden. He's going to steal all the money. You guys are going to essentially find proof of what is going on and steal all the fake money.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I mean, not just the fake money. I mean, just the fake.
We're not going to voice our inner dialogues, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you find yourselves in your suite. It is the middle of the night. You arranged to meet Dorian here in your room at midnight. The time comes, and you're all sitting in the kind of main room, and the lanterns lighting the room flicker out.
Bartos gets up
I cast
and
light.
takes his
You cast light, Matt?
Yeah. You cast light, and you see that Dorian is sitting there at the table.
Well, that was fucking rude.
what an entrance.
He kind of nods like a sitting bow, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, I thought it was important to make sure you're all aware that I am capable.
Yes. We get it.
Perhaps more important that you weren't seen coming in.
That too.
Well, I believe you've met my compatriots.
I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you, Mr. Dwarf.
I'm Bartos Stoneborn.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And my name is Ashwin Keldoro.
Ashwin Keldoro. It's an odd name.
I'm not from around here.
Well, let's get right to it. What are the terms of our arrangement?
Well, we have an agenda, and that involves getting into the vault. And I believe that aligns with yours.
Yes. As long as both of our agendas aren't the same. I mean, there is plenty of gold to go around. But what exactly is the split? Or is it something else you're after?
I believe it has been made known to you that we are more interested in the counterfeiting, to put it bluntly.
Yes. I assume there are records of some sort in there.
I am hoping that there is more than records. There is an actual manner in which it is done.
I see. So you hope to find this manner so that you may bring justice to the Celestial Garden?
Yes, of course.
Expose them for what they're doing.
In his head, he hears of a sort.
He smirks. He just kind of sits there looking at his hand, thinking for a moment. All I want is as much gold as I can carry out.
I presume you have other means?
I can carry quite a bit.
Well, I look around. I think our interests are aligned.
And you, Fulgard? I thought you would never do such a despicable deed.
I promised my compatriots that I would not speak at this meeting. Thank you very much.
We have convinced him that our path is a righteous one. I smile over at Thulgard.
I'm basically here to make sure that they get out. That's it.
Getting out, that is actually going to be the hardest part. Let's get to it, shall we? I've made a map of all of the passageways on this level, all of the ones that they use, the accountants. They gather the coin from several depositories, all located around the atrium, and they bring it below. I don't know what the vault looks like below us, but I know all the tunnels that lead throughout the building. I'm sure you've heard there's no way in. It's more or less true.
I've always suspected that there is a way in. I mean, how do you get the bodies in there?
Exactly. How do we get the bodies in there? Well, the Nightingales had a very clever plan, and I think we can still use it, even though they, unfortunately, have been detained.
I look.
That's horrible.
I side glance over at the rest of the party.
He says, I'm not angry. Taking out your competition, it's a good move. I'm just glad that you made the right choice and decided to work with me. The Nightingales were going to pretend to be dead. They were going to sign contracts, and then they were going to die.
Really?
Yes.
No offense,
And then
but
the
you
bodies-
lost me.
I happen to have a copy of the contract. I set it down on the table. I look at
You took that
Bartos.
cursed thing?
It itself is not cursed.
Wait, what?
This is the document that one agrees to in order to sell your body to the Celestial Garden. In the event of your death,
May I look that over?
yes, I will want it back. In the event of your death, your corporeal body is the property of the Celestial Garden, and they will presumably reanimate it and repurpose it for the vault.
Is it in common or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Infernal.
Yeah, that's, I mean,
The Nightingales planned to use this to get into the vault. I know the magic they were going to use, a spell that presents a person as being dead.
There is certain difficulty that Mika, we are priorities in his eyes. I do not know if our passing will be a mundane thing.
This is true. You're quite high profile at this point, aren't you? We would need to pretend you're just common visitors to the casino. That I can help with as well. There is another way, the way that I was going to use, but it presents a challenge as well. You see, I didn't intend to bring so many along with me. I can make a potion that will allow us to pass directly through the wall. But I don't have enough for all of us to go in and come out.
What if there was a wall thinner than the rest?
You planning on physically beating your way through this wall?
It's in a room with a door that would at least shield it from the casual passerby.
Certainly risky. If you're not able to break your way through, then you'd be trapped.
Given the tools, I could convince the stones to part.
Ashwin's kind of nodding his head. Well,
I can make 6 of the potions. That's enough to get all of us in, but not enough to get all of us out. If you feel that this is the best route, then that is how you can exit.
Do you think it's thin enough, Ashwin?
The alternative is cover identities for all of you, contracts, and a false death.
Bartos shakes his head.
Regardless of what all of you decide to do, I will be using the potions to enter and exit.
I think in my limited experience, often the simpler a plan, the better.
Discuss it amongst yourselves and decide, and then we can get on to the real hard part.
Yeah, would that be dealing with all the undead in there?
Yes.
I turn kind of away from him and kind of stand with the three of you and kind of walk over to one of the other tables where the drinks are. And I look to each of you. We have 3 options, and each has difficulties. Does one look more promising than the other?
I will not debase myself to be dead.
You wouldn't actually be dead, Bartos. It is illusion, and I kind of like wave my hand, and there's like a flower in my hand, and then it disappears. It's not real.
I don't know what they'll do with my body. And my weapons. Who knows if they'll be with me? No. I'll take the potion or the stone.
Let me go with the potion.
Perhaps we could
I'm not signing a contract.
do a number of different options. It might be distracting if 5 bodies were to all of a sudden go in, or it would leave more potions available should we need them.
Wouldn't it also be a bit suspicious? So many bodies.
Signing contracts and then dying.
It may also mean that
Well, for that, I can help.
I look over my shoulder at him.
I do have a few guards here who I pay. They pass on information to me and do small favors. They can be the ones who find the bodies. Perhaps you killed each other in a fight.
If some of us were to come through in this method, this way, would you have enough potions for all of us to get out?
I have 6. I need 2.
I need to.
So we would need at least... Ashwin kind of looks, well, there are still a variety of ways, but if some of us go through under the pretenses of a false body, not you, Bartos, if Luca and I go, and perhaps Mr. Crow, or no, Crow said he was going to go through with the potions.
Yeah.
If Luca and I go through as bodies, there would be enough potions. No. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Scratch all that. I think our only...
Dorian says, I could try to prepare an extra.
Ashwin.
One more might not be too difficult.
So that would give, if both of you are going both ways, that would give Bartosz, myself, and you.
No, because
single.
that's 2 for Crow, 2 for Matt.
And then
That's 4.
And we would need
2 for
That's
him.
6.
That's 6. There would only be 1 extra.
That's right.
So I think that we probably have to...
Got it. Fine. I'll sign the goddamn
tunnel.
contract. Listen to me. If anything happens, it's all of your fault, and Valid will make you pay. I just want to let you know that now.
What validates the contract is the man's seal. That much I am certain of.
If they sign, or if you sign this contract, whether or not you die or pretend to die, will not contract not still be valid for the rest of your life?
It may be.
Only if it is stamped.
I believe the stamp is how they know when you have passed on. And the magic can fool it. As for what happens 50, 200 years from now when you pass, I can't be certain. If this place is still standing, it's possible that they may get your remains.
If you wish to give your corpses to the necromancer, so be it. I'll strike them down in 50 or 200 years. I promise you that.
Bartos.
That
Bartos.
comforts me, Bartos.
Sometimes you have to do things that make you uncomfortable. Isn't that right?
Oh, I have no uncomfort of destroying the undead.
No.
Actually, I revel in it.
Good. That's not what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to make decisions that point a different way from your moral compass, if you know what I'm saying. Huh?
Well, good luck with that. I'm taking the potion in.
Okay, I'm going to remember this.
Sometimes you have to take a risk and take a deal. Over the course of my life, it has usually served me well. So I will embark on this method. Luca?
I'm not sure what this moral compass is that was just mentioned, but
I had a feeling.
yeah, I'm on board.
Very good.
Why can't Bartos tickle the stone again? I'm sorry. I feel like I missed that part where he could just, use some tools and, work his way out.
Well,
It'll leave us exposed.
it'll be loud, messy.
You'll probably have to fight your way out of the whole building once you do that.
Yeah.
I thought everybody liked fighting. Now nobody likes to fight. As soon as I'm willing to risk my mortal soul, everybody's fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. Let's do this.
Would you rather I go into that vault without my axes, Thorgard?
Do you want to come out of that vault in one piece, Bartos?
Bartos shrugs.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
we have a way in and a way out, gentlemen.
I can carry most of your equipment if you go in that way.
There are a few things I need.
Go on.
Just these. I hand over like a few small possessions in a bag.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Yeah, but I have a bit more than that.
So just so I'm clear, who's going to sign a contract and go in as a corpse?
Me,
Make sure you write that in your character sheets.
Luca,
Full guard.
and
And full guard. Okay. And then Bartos, you're going to go in with Dorian.
Yeah.
So you're going to go in with the potions. So that's 2 for him, 1 for you. That leaves 4. So wait,
2 each. So it's going to be 2 for Crow, 2 for him to get out.
2, 4.
Get in.
And then 3
There's-
left
Then there's 3 left,
for the 3
which
of
is
us
to
1
get
for
out.
each of
Yeah.
us to get out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are good then.
Yeah, we mapped it. We mapped the shit out of this campaign.
Because
So
I'm
if you do that,
sacrificing. No, it's
Yep.
fine.
all right, all right.
Your God will protect you. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Also, Bartos is going so he can make sure that Dorian doesn't just renege on the deal and steal our shit.
Dorian says, "All right. Well then, I have work to do to make one more potion before we leave, but we should talk about what happens after we get inside. I know where the preparation room is for fresh corpses, so I know where it is best for Bartos and I to enter. We can bring your gear with you. Once we're inside, we still have to deal with the accountants and with whatever creates them, the mortician. I don't know what it is. It is both undead and an aberration. And it will be in that room when you awaken.
And you're sure it's on the other side and it's not actually in the room with your friend, right? I just want to make sure that...
It will be there when you open your eyes. It usually is whenever a new corpse enters. There's a series of hallways we'll have to move through. Not too long. I can leave you a map. And then we'll head into the basement, into the vault, where the accountants count the coin. There's really no way past them. We'll have to fight our way through. And everything we want should be there. There's really no need for locks or anything like that once we're through the walls.
Jake, can
Just
I make
a
a
matter of fighting through.
Can I make a I don't know what it would be. Not a history. I don't know. Like just thinking about this whole system and how Zaladar operates.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that there would be like fail safes within it? Are there going to be based on how he runs things in his fortress? Like,
You think that now that you know it's Zaladar, you're not shocked that you couldn't detect what was in there.
Got it.
Because he knows all about magic. So
All about
it's
magic
probably
and-
all lined in lead.
Yep.
There's definitely going to be guards of some sort, and it
Okay.
might just be these accountants. But you think that's why Dorian hasn't done this yet? Is because he doesn't have the muscle.
Sure.
like he can get in, but
Right.
Also,
He's probably pretty anxious
he's
about.
probably more kind of like you, like trickery, illusion
Sure.
stuff, which isn't gonna
Gonna-
work.
yeah.
So yeah.
Can't fool the undead, really.
But yeah, I mean, Zaladar is pretty savvy about that kind of stuff. He's also not here. He's not, doing
Sure.
this himself.
Right.
But it seems like they have a pretty good eye for what's going on in the whole facility, and they're monitoring pretty closely. So, you think you're kind of halfway through already, just being on the inside.
I kind of look at Dorian and I say, well, sounds like you especially have work to do.
Yes,
If you want, give me the map. I'll make copies.
you can keep it. He pulls it out of his tunic, puts it on the table, and he gets up and he says, "Gentlemen, I look forward to working with you tomorrow night.
Agreed.
I'll come around noon. We can work out your disguises and go sign your contracts."
Excellent.
All right. He leaves.
I kind of let out a kind of held up, pent up breath.
Oh, Lord, I have to pray.
I am sure your God will protect you, Thulgard.
We'll see.
He's an interesting man. Do you know any more about him, Luca?
Not much, I'm afraid. We've never really crossed paths before. I had heard about him.
Have you ever heard of him working with others?
You don't want to know the answer to that. But the good news is that we're not really after the same thing necessarily.
One thing you've heard about him is that he tends to, being a wizard, he tends to do a ridiculous amount of research on a place before he robs it. Like he always is playing the long game. You know that he's probably been working on this for a very long time. And when you unfurl that map, that is confirmed. It is indeed a map of this entire facility with notes about patrols of these creatures and all of these kind of hallways, this network of hallways that are behind the walls of the rest of the building, all mapped out.
We should be very clear then. If this man double crosses us, here, I point on the map, is the thinnest section of wall. And if we're going to have any chance of breaking out, it'll be here.
Oh, we just throttle him and take the potion.
I doubt it'll be that easy.
Okay. Jumping ahead a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys go to get your contracts. You all look very different as the three of you walk into this office. And the same man who you spoke to before, he does not recognize you as you come in. And he says, welcome. Here to sign a contract, make some easy coin.
Yes, indeed. I've heard good things.
Did you tell me anything about him preferring humans?
Halflings don't live that much longer, I don't think. Halflings have the same kind
I'm
of...
a gnome.
Oh, you're a
though.
gnome.
Yeah.
Not anymore. You look like a halfling.
I look like a halfling now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, excellent. Let me just get out some blank contracts here. As he's pulling things out of his desk, he says, so, will you be staying at the Celestial Garden long?
Well, I hope with this advancement, I will make my fortune this weekend.
Excellent. Just some personal information we need here, just a little bit of health information.
Are you a smoker?
Would you like to be? Cigarettes are free for you.
Just 20 coin in advance if you agree to smoke.
After about an hour of paperwork, you guys sign your documents, and then he rolls his little stamp in the ink and stamps them.
I watched that process carefully.
When he does this, you feel a little tingle in your blood. And he rolls them up and puts them in his desk, shakes all your hands, and gives you vouchers, essentially, that you can bring to the cash desk and get your gold.
Jake, I signed it with a halfling name. Does anything...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter,
yeah.
They definitely signed a fake name.
Yeah,
Yeah, I assume you all signed fake names, actually. You make your way out.
I signed it Alistair Fields.
You make your way back to a different room where Dorian is waiting. He's sitting at the table in the center of this empty suite, and he says, "All right, well, we're going to wreck the place. We're going to make it look like all of you were robbed and killed. Unfortunate. You just got such a large sum of coin, and someone must have been watching you. And they followed you back here and killed you and took it."
Dorian's like he's just trying to pick low-hanging fruit, and he just takes our money and leaves. Cool.
He says, "This, of course, will serve as a bribe for the soldiers who sort of work for me. They'll find your body soon and bring it where it needs to go."
Very good. Perhaps I should go and spend a little money on the tables.
"Sure. Take an hour or so. Meet me back here when you're ready. And just keep in mind, when I cast this spell on you, it'll feel like you fell asleep. And when you open your eyes, be ready to fight."
Do you know how long
Understood.
it takes? Just curious. How long will we actually be, dead?
I'm a few hours.
Oh, fuck.
We wake up to like someone embalming us.
They were just like, "We didn't want these. We buried them."
Not good, not good.
Yeah, this one's a gnome. Can't use that. I am going to go out and do a little gambling.
I feel like if this were like a TV show, it would be like the narration of like, "And this is what I did for the last hour of my life before I died."
And at one point, Jake, I know where their kind of magic viewing eye is, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go outside of that. And I want to like almost kind of like in the lobby area where you kind of walk to your rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I want to create a duplicate of my actual self
Okay.
and have it walk down the hall towards the rooms
Okay.
and just kind of have it seen by people who work at the casino.
All right.
So at some point they kind of, in my second
Nice.
persona, I kind of watch it and stay within
Yeah.
kind of the distance of it.
Awesome. I hadn't even realized the bonus to this plan at this point is going to be that they're not actually going to know it was you that robbed them. I mean, it's
Right.
suspicious because you're all going to,
gone.
be gone, but it's these other people that you're disguised as.
Right.
Yeah.
Thulgard puts all of his money on black.
That Dorian Crow guy, he really thinks up a good idea. I like him. Yeah, I'll do that just for the purposes of like, if anyone were to ask, they saw at least me. And then I'll go back to the kind of staged area where I got to go die.
Okay. You guys make your way back there. You meet up with Dorian. There is a guard in the room with him, which is a little strange at first, but then you realize that he's there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian collects some coin from all of you, the coin that you received for your contract.
Did I win? I put it all on black. I might not have anything.
Roll a d4.
damn
On a
it.
1, you won.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you lost it. This is a little less than we had planned on, but no problem.
He's good for it.
Pulls some coin out of his own purse and adds it to the pile. And then you guys all kind of lay down and he casts a spell on you and everything goes black, and you're dead.
Perfect.
GG.
Game over.
John.
Yep.
Bartos is in the room as well, I assume.
Yeah, I have their stuff.
Yep. Dorian talks a little bit to the guard, and then he pays him, and then the two of you leave.
I assume I look like a short human. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. He helped you with a conventional disguise, so it's
Okay.
not
Okay.
it's not magical.
Not magical. Okay.
And the two of you go into the atrium, and you sit at a bar where you can see a specific side room, and you wait for a few hours before you see these carts brought through the door. You assume with your friends on them. And then as soon as that is done, Dorian gets up and he says, "It's time.
Let's go.
We better hurry before they start cutting them up." He hands you a potion.
Yep.
He has like a box basically full of potions.
Yeah.
And he takes one out and then he hands one to you. And he walks up to the edge of the wall and he drinks it.
I drink mine.
Okay. You feel like lighter all of a sudden
Yeah.
as your body starts to almost float, and you look down at yourself and you don't see yourself. You just see mist. And you float into the cracks in the stone, and this mist kind of pours through the cracks, and you coalesce on the other side. And then you start to form back into yourself. The disguise seems to kind of fall away as you reappear out of your gaseous form. You're in a room with several large wooden tables with bodies on them.
Gross.
Around the room are a bunch of like tubes of liquid with body parts in them, as well as some really gruesome looking tools used for cutting up those bodies.
Yeah.
And as soon as the two of you form into your forms, Dorian says some sort of command word, which you know is to end the spell on the rest of them. But hovering above them, above these tables,
I don't like that.
is
I don't like this. I don't like the hover business.
an eye with stalks.
Zaladar.
It looks almost rotted.
Oh, good.
And it turns kind of confused towards you, and it opens that central eye, which is kind of milky white and dead. And it lets out this like weird moaning sound.
It's probably a sexy moan.
And that's what the rest of you wake up to, floating above you.
I toss whatever I had of theirs at them, and I draw my axes. And I just start running towards this thing.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
Roll the die.
John, you get advantage.
Oh, cool.
Appropriate. That's a
18, please.
that's a 4 for Thulgard.
Let me just open up the beholder page here.
Dear Lord.
He wouldn't throw a
This is
beholder at level 3s. I
Well,
fucking
this
knew
is the
he
baby
would.
bolt. This is
there's I forget. There's one that I
Yeah,
had.
you threw it at us before, yeah.
They're a great monster.
Beholder light.
Level 3 beholder. All right, highest initiative. What do we got?
I think
18 for Bartos.
14.
10.
4.
Matt, bringing up the rear.
Hey, in the order.
Yeah, that's true. Not quite.
Sorry, Dan, what did you get?
A 10.
All right, Ashwin got a 10, and then Fulgard?
4.
Okay, and it's coming in at a 10 as well. Dan, dexterity?
A 11.
Okay.
So no modifier.
All right. Okay, Bartos.
Yeah.
You're up first. It's shocked. I mean, you know, its expression is hard to read, but
Yeah.
it's surprised to see you.
Bartos is gonna rage with his bonus action.
Okay. You've been holding it in so long.
Back to hell with you. He runs at it, jumps on top of a table, and goes for a double-handed swing. He's going to recklessly attack.
Of course.
And also, the stone starts to like meld around him as he's running at it. So first attack. Advantage.
Oh man,
Shitty rolling.
brutal.
A 14.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And then let me do the second attack. No,
There you go.
better. 23.
Both hits.
Imagine if you said no.
I'm going to
Really
do that
fuck
one.
with your
Yeah,
mind.
I'm going to do that one.
So
No.
I get a +2 to
This is
strength.
going to be a big smack.
Right? +2 to strength weapons. So this is +4, and then +3, so +7. So 14.
Nice.
14 damage.
Yep.
That's both combined, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You hop up on the table and you bury that axe into its dead, fleshy orb body.
Yeah. So he'll have, if he wants to attack anything else. So, like, the stones sort of, like, falling from this, like, cavern
Cool.
around me, and some are, like, floating around.
Nice.
Keeping
Yeah.
them contained.
So this is your ancestor power.
Yeah.
All right. Luca, you're up next. Your weapon kind of slides across the floor. It's not far from your table. You can get it as a move action.
I will do that.
Okay. And I know you're a rogue, so you basically get an extra move action.
Yes.
So
And attacks against me have advantage because I have recklessly attack. So.
yes.
Zelda.
I wish we had recordings
So
of that.
I'm going to attack with my hand crossbow, which was slid across the floor to me.
Okay.
Pew.
Pew pew.
Ooh. Nat 20.
20. And he's attacking it, right?
Yep.
So,
You get
so I do get my
backstab.
Double your
Give it-
backstab
Double backstab.
backstab.
and double weapon damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Double all the dice.
Pretty.
Pretty good.
Not
Pretty
bad.
Let's see. 6. 16.
Is that the backstab is 2d6, right? Doubled.
Oh, do I get another? Oh,
Right? Isn't it?
do I get a
At
second
your
or
level?
six? Yep.
What's the weapon? 1d8, isn't it? A light
No,
crossbow?
no,
hand
it's a hand
crossbow.
crossbow. Oh,
Hand
yeah,
crossbow.
so it's two more. Yeah.
1d6, yeah.
Yeah. So another.
2d6.
So 8 more. So 24.
24.
Wow.
It's been fun.
So you roll off the table and grab this crossbow and you shoot it right into that milky orb of an eye. And it kind of turns towards you with the bolt still stuck in the eye. Like the eye is kind of twitching back and forth. And then it shoots a couple ray attacks from its smaller eye sockets. So, John, how does this work if it's not a melee attack?
It says, while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you.
Jake, can I use my cunning action to hide under the table?
No, because you have to use your cunning act. Oh, it's a hand crossbow, so you didn't have to move after you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. In that case, it just shoots him at you. Okay. Yeah. So I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
and a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do I
Juicy.
get any kind of attack of opportunity against this thing? Because it's casting rays next to me. I don't know how that works with these things.
I think it's just a special ability.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Con is a not great. A 10, and wisdom not great either. Is a 9.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Thought for sure you'd get the con one.
Yeah, +5.
Where are all the D10s?
None of your business. You're not allowed.
Sorry. Great content.
Whoa. We're going to go for John again? John still has the highest
That would
character
have
depth.
one shot Luca, but
Yeah.
no.
And what kind of damage is this? None of it, I assume, is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
So this is going to be necrotic damage,
Neat.
and it's going to be 23.
Oh my god!
Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
cool.
fine.
I have 12 left.
Oh my god! Are you a zombie now? That'd be cool. You are what you hate. You just start crying. You just start crying.
Okay, and you are confused.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means he attacks us.
So it's possible. It's possible.
Perfect. Can I charm a confused person?
You can try it. It's your turn.
I will kind of all of a sudden scramble back, having just woken up to try to get off this autopsy table, and I will raise my hand, and I will attempt to shoot a ray of light at this thing. 14.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Sweet. It is radiant damage. I don't know if it's particularly susceptible to that, but sorry, it wasn't as bad as I thought. 13
Okay.
damage.
You blast it with this ray of radiant light, and it actually kind of catches on fire, and it falls to the ground and starts to shrivel up and shake as it dies. Bartosz, you feel the confusion kind of clear. Your head,
I wheel around. I'm like, ah!
yeah, and then your head kind of clears as this thing's control over you suddenly falters. The room is completely dark except for this burning body on the ground.
I summon light in my other hand.
Sorry, Matt, didn't get to you.
What the
That's what happens when the rogue crits and the barbarian goes all out.
That's probably
How much damage did we do to it?
It only had 1 hit point left.
That's
when you hit it with that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that was almost 40 damage.
Although
that you
it
guys
did
did
almost one-shot a player. So.
Yeah.
What
Are you all right?
the hell happened?
It looks like Zeladar may have made a progeny.
Oh, I guess now we know what the mortician looked like.
Bartosz, are you
Let's hope
okay?
there's not more.
I feel weak.
Yeah, you look rough, buddy. You look real rough. Come here.
Jake, I cut off one of the eye stalks.
Ooh, okay.
Gross.
Pocket it.
Nice.
I am.
Would you have done that if it was just a person too? Would you just gouge out eyes?
Usually it's dicks. I'm a dick collector. So,
I'm gonna walk
After
over
they
to
do.
John and hit him with cure wounds.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it at second level because you done got fucked up real hard.
Pretty hard, yeah.
So it's,
what does it look like when you do it, Matt?
Well, first he's gonna go over and put on his armor and grab his spear and get his shield and shit. I'm just gonna grab his holy symbol.
You guys start putting on all your gear, basically.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, Dorian opens that box. He puts it on a table. He takes one of the potions, and then he says, "Here you are. Your ticket's out. Take
By the
one."
way, we totally look like badasses to Dorian Gray, by the
Yeah.
way, or Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, so what is it? Sorry.
Do you want to roll? Or you want me to roll?
You can roll. Go for it.
Word. Oh, so that's an 8 and
Okay.
a 3. So that's 11 plus 7.
Yeah.
So 18.
18.
Wow. That's pretty close to full.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Da.
You guys all grab the potions,
Yep.
gear up, heal up a little bit,
Yep.
and Dorian says, "There's a few ways that we can get to the basement. We have to decide, do we fight our way through or do we let them get behind us?"
I say we kill as many as we can now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, then here, I'm going to do this before we go any goddamn further. I'm going to use my warden ability to take... Oh, shit. What's it called?
Yeah, it's the
it's like I
Shield other
yeah.
kind of thing.
So I'll link it with Bartosz, and I'll take half your hit damage for the next 8
Nice.
hours.
Is that right?
Very nice. All right. And when Dorian kind of says that, Ashwin says and looks over at Bartosz and says, he's probably right. But we must be quick about it.
Don't worry, I'll be quick.
Lead the way, Dorian.
No, thank you. He points to the door.
Bartosz goes and opens the door.
Okay.
Bartosz, please, for the love of Valid, be careful.
Be careful.
Jake, I look around the room, by the way. Just anything other than body parts and gnarliness?
There's a lot of weird vials of liquid and chemicals and stuff
drink
like
'em.
that. Nice. You're a lich now.
Perfect.
Now you're the undead dwarf. Okay.
But he's like that monk from like all the Dan Brown novels where he like beats himself because he hates himself.
yeah.
Self-flagellation.
Yep.
You go first, Bartosz?
Yeah.
All right. You kick the door open. There's a very narrow hallway, very nondescript. It's not made to be pretty.
Yeah.
You can hear the sounds of the atrium on the other side of this wall. You can hear people cheering and playing games and having fun. And you start making your way down this completely dark hallway. You have light going on, Matt?
Yes.
Cast light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As did I.
Nice. So you kind of have the light at your back as you run down this hallway, and ahead of you, you see what looks like a human. And as you get closer, you realize that it is in a sort of it's not decaying. It's not like rotting. The body has been preserved.
Yeah.
But that makes it even more
Worse.
weird. You know, like you know how like people look when they've been like embalmed.
Yeah.
Imagine zombies looking. So they don't look. You know, they just
They're
look
not rotting,
fake.
yeah.
It looks like a doll, kind of, and it kind of just looks at you and then starts moving towards you really quickly. We'll keep the same initiative order, so go ahead.
I charge at it.
All right.
And I continue my rage, I guess. Well, I guess I have to re-rage.
Yeah. This. Well, no.
I only have 3 uses over it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if
you
you
want
want me
to
to.
rage, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so. And I will recklessly attack this thing.
Okay.
First attack.
Matt, why don't you go as well?
15.
We'll kind of keep the initiative order. We'll start with Matt, actually. So, but you can kind of go simultaneously, Matt, if you want to do something.
Is the 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay. So 2 hits. So this full 7. 13 damage.
All right. Matt?
Yeah, I'm going to look over at Luca. I'm going to help you aim that crossbow and cast guidance on you.
Awesome. Nice. Okay. Yeah, John, you lean into it and you start hacking at it, and it's easy to hit it, but it just, it doesn't seem phased.
Yeah.
Have you ever fought the undead, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Luca?
So guidance. So I have advantage then.
No, it's just
that what does it?
D4
Nope.
for an ability check
D4.
of
That
your
works.
choice.
All right. D4s are hard to pick up. All right, there we go. So I will attack. 12
That is a miss.
is a miss.
You're shooting over Bartosz, and it goes down the hall.
I get a little cocky with the guidance. I try to curve the bolt in there.
Ashwin will kind of summon some like a small ball of force into his hand, and he will throw it towards the zombie. He's going to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And plus 5 is a 16.
Yep.
And he does 10 damage.
Okay.
Max damage. Pew. Pew pew.
All right. So you hit it with this Eldritch Blast, kind of lights up the hall. Then it looks at all of you and it lets out this scream, which echoes down the hall and is echoed back to it by others. from both directions. And it swings at you, Bartaz,
Has advantage.
as advantage.
Oh.
And you can hear others approaching.
Boy.
Yep. 14 AC.
Okay. 14?
Yeah.
Damn, that's low. Oh, but you cut everything in half.
Yeah.
7 damage.
So that means
3 each.
you take,
or I
yeah.
take 4, you
or
take 3.
I'll take 4. You take 3.
But then you cut it in half again, right?
No, you did 7 damage total.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Duh. So I take 4. So we take 2 each.
Yeah, because you take half because
Yeah.
it's piercing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it actually claws at you with its hands. And when it does that, you realize it was holding a bunch of coins. It drops them. They ching, like fall all over the floor, and then it claws at you.
Yep.
And it's kind of weird. Like as it's clawing at you, you hear people cheering like at a table on the other side of the wall.
Juxtaposition there.
Fulgar, you're up.
Oh, sorry about that, Luca. That was guidance was the wrong. He's gonna. The tip of his spear is gonna light up brighter, and he's gonna tap it onto the ground, and he's gonna cast Bless on Luca, Bartaz, and Asswind.
I fart profusely.
Nice.
So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw for the next minute, you add a D4.
Okay.
And then as
Sweet.
nope, that's it.
Yeah, you can bless up to 3 creatures of a choice within range, and if you make an attack roll or saving throw, you get a D4. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zombies, or is it Bartos?
Bartaz.
Yeah, I will continue attacking recklessly this bastard.
Okay.
That's a hit, and then that's a hit. He says, watch for them coming down the hall. 15 damage.
Okay. You kill it. What do you do?
His left axe gets buried into this thing's like upper chest, and then just one fell swoop, the head comes off.
Yeah.
And I move forward.
Okay.
I'll actually use my move to move forward
Awesome.
into the darkness.
All right, you guys keep kind of rushing forward. Dorian actually stops and casts a spell behind you, and you see like a wall of fire appear in the hall behind you. It kind of lights up the whole hallway.
Cool.
But he says that should hold them off for a little while. And you guys keep running down this hall. You get to these steps. You're about to go down them, and you see these things coming up the stairs. So you're kind of, guys can go 2 wide if you want, but there are 4 of them coming up the steps.
Okay. Bratos will stand at the top of the stairs and kind of use that as an advantage. Get him all, get him on his level. You know?
Luca, you're up.
Man, I wish I had some spells I could attack with, but we'll stick with the crossbow and
Yeah, your arcane trickster illusions aren't gonna.
serve more for making mischief.
We've passed that phase of the adventure.
So that would be 18 to hit
Hit
and 7 damage.
7. Got it. Ashwin.
Aswin is going to he's going to do the Eldritch Blast again, and he's going to do a Shield of Faith on himself as a bonus action. 18 to hit and 7 damage.
Okay, same target or
Yeah, sure. So I see the crossbow bolt fly by, and I kind of just follow it down, like I kind of see it glimmer in the light and shoot at the same target.
okay? Fulgar.
Oh man, this is gonna be a total.
4 of them heading up the steps.
Word. So Thulgard is going to be sort of towards the back of the group, and he is going to hold out his shield with the symbol of Valen on it, and he's going to start speaking a prayer to Valen, and he's going to channel divinity and turn undead.
Nice.
Good job.
All right, how does this work?
It wasn't really my jam, so I figured I'd let you go for it.
Each undead you can see or hear 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw DC 13. If it fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Damn. Okay.
Must use this turn to move far away. If it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet, it also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only dash to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Okay. John, make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Remember, you get a D4 plus.
Is anyone else?
No. Oh, yeah, right.
No one else is up in the front with.
I'm with
Volgar.
him. In the front.
You're like in the front.
Yep.
You make an attack of opportunity as well.
How does that work with spells?
You don't get to if you don't have if you don't have a melee weapon out. You can't.
Yeah.
18.
18 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Hit.
10 damage.
I think that's what Warcaster feat gives you.
So let's see if the wounded one is one of the ones that high the wounded one is. So yes, the one that has been wounded turns to run, and you kill it.
You just down the neck, back, all the way down.
And then it just kind of it just tumbles down the steps into the darkness. One other one also runs, and two of them just keep coming
Push
up
through,
the steps and attack each of you. What's your armor class, Dan?
14.
2 misses.
Sweet.
And John,
14.
also they get an advantage.
Yeah, I attacked recklessly.
Advantage is crazy.
Okay, I'm taking some more damage then.
10 damage.
5. So you take 2, I'll take 3.
It's crazy good.
Yeah. Technically, I mean, it probably doesn't work this way because this is obviously it's out of game or like a thing we made. But also with Ancestral Protectors, anyone who takes damage from the first thing I hit also has resistance to that damage. So,
Yep. Back at the top, Bartosz.
I lay into the one right in front of me.
Sure.
That just attacked me. I'll attack recklessly.
And Luca, you're going to be up next.
I have 5 plus 2. Although it doesn't matter. 15, 19.
Yep, both hit.
Well, that's just one. And another, and more. So, 7. 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Luca.
It's crossbow time. Yep, 12 again, so that's gonna miss.
Miss.
Can that be your catchphrase?
Was that with the D4?
Yeah, unfortunately it was. I rolled a 7.
Yeah, another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And 8 plus 7, 15
I'm gonna
to hit.
I'm gonna assume this is the one that you're kind of squaring off against.
Yep.
Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, getting 10
I
and
roll
7
here.
was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Volgar.
Thulgard is basically just moving forward, like pushing, trying to push these things down the stairs using his channel divinity.
Okay.
And
You don't
so
have
you're
to.
going to turn again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's nothing stopping you from doing it more than once.
Yeah.
Like, they're not immune or anything. Okay. Well, let's do it again. How many times can you do this?
I don't know. That's what I
think
was
it's
just.
you can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah.
What?
It's
It's kind of weird.
It's channel divinity, so it's not actually a spell.
It's not. It's not the same as your. Well, you know what? Like
it
normally
says as
with
an
the cleric,
action, and then it's turned for a minute.
yeah, but I think you only get it once actually,
Oh yeah.
because you get more channel divinity at 6th level. It says times 2.
Oh yeah,
Does
yeah,
it
yeah.
say,
Okay,
like,
I see it. It's all the
recover
way
at a
down
long
at the
rest?
bottom. So I have
Okay.
it
Yeah.
once
Okay.
per short.
So those
rest.
two of the 4 have run run away, and then 2 of them have remained.
All right. I will
Short rest.
cast I don't want to do that. That's too big. I guess I'll just move up behind Bartosz. And have you taken any damage,
Not
Ashwind?
really. I mean, Ashwind.
Nope.
So you're both good. I'll just move up and try to use my spear over the top of them and try to give these guys a poke in the eye.
Okay.
With a peaked stick.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, that's actually going to be an 18.
Hit.
Ooh, fat 1, so that's 2 damage.
Hot.
Nice.
That one's taking a big bad 5 now. All right. They swing at the two of you who are up front with their dirty clawed hands. John, you take 13.
Woof.
And Dan, you take 6.
So 7.
Owie.
I take 4. You take 3. I'm down 14 now.
And
I still
it's your
have
turn,
20
John.
21 left. I growl at him as he growls at me in his undead speak, and I will crush him.
Do you think you inadvertently give it like a mating call?
Yeah,
Like
that's a hit.
a sexy growl?
Oh, and a crit. So this plus 7. 18 damage.
Nice.
18. Okay. That'll finish it off.
Basically, jam my axe in its head and then push it as it falls down the
Nice.
stairs.
Luca, there's one remaining.
Okay, well that makes my decision easy then. I will attempt it. Is there anyone?
It's crossbow time.
Is it near anyone?
It's right in front of Ashwin.
That's what I needed to know.
That's a 20.
Oh,
Is
boy.
that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Miss or crit.
Mr. Crit.
And you said your crits, it's 2d6, so.
Well,
Yep, he just rolled them
Yeah.
all together, but now
Yeah.
he's got to roll 2 more.
Oh.
yeah, because he
That's
gets
2.
yep, 1 for the weapon and 1 for
Yeah, you got to
Close enough.
roll another set of dice, basically.
Yeah.
No.
Because sneak attack doubles.
Oh,
too,
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I shorted the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
thought you should.
Yeah.
Right.
So that makes it. Okay, so 8, 6. 22.
Okay, 22. You kill it. It is dead. It
Is it a double negative?
Guys,
because it's already dead.
tumbles.
Redead.
It tumbles down the stairs, and at the bottom of the steps, all of a sudden, the bottom of the steps light up with fire as a wall of fire appears at the bottom of the steps, and you realize that Dorian is no longer with you.
Sneaky Dorian.
Well, all of a sudden, the light from the fire on the other end of the hall behind you goes away, and you hear the screams of these undead creatures as the wall is gone and they start running towards the hall towards you.
We need to continue forward.
Ashwin looks back down the hallway and then looks back to you. Nods his head. Agreed. The only thing we can do is try to keep up with him. And I look back at you guys and I start like kind of taking the steps 2 at a time.
There is a wall of fire at the bottom of the steps.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So, who wants to run through a wall of fire?
The map that he showed us, there is another way, right?
If you go back and go through the ones that are on their way down the hall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
How much damage does a wall of fire do?
Good question. I mean, I'm not
I
gonna.
know. I won't matter. It's fine.
it's scary, right? We'll say
I don't
that.
know. Who knows?
I don't think technically it does a lot. Like you jump through it.
We need to get through. Bartosz is like ahead running.
Jake, can I make a knowledge arcana check to know that if it's a concentration spell?
Go ahead and make a check.
17.
Yes, it is a concentration spell.
I say, follow me. And as we're going down the steps, I split myself.
Okay.
And I am going to have my illusion go through.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand kind of at the bottom of the stairs and see if I can see him.
I thought you couldn't, like you, because you can't see through its eyes, right?
I can't see through its eyes, but that's why I was going down to the bottom of the stairs to kind of see where he tried to went to. Maybe I'll wait until I get to the bottom of the stairs.
At the bottom of the stairs, it's hard to make him out, but you can see him. It's hard to see through the fire, but you see a figure on the other side, doing something.
I split myself and kind of try to hide kind of at the bottom of the steps and just look into the room. And I have my illusion walk through and have it summon light because I can cast through it.
Okay.
So it's going to summon light in its hand and it's going to say, this is not part of our arrangement, Mr. Crow.
Does he get any sort of save or anything against this illusion?
Yeah, I think he does. So you can roll, let's see, give me a second. And he can roll trickery.
Also, this is a couple rounds. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
As an action, you create an illusion for yourself. Lasts 1 minute until you lose concentration. The illusion appears in an unoccupied space as a bonus action.
Thorgard, can you help me out?
Yeah, with what?
What you did before.
Wow, it doesn't actually say for invoke duplicity. As an action, you create a perfect illusion of yourself that lasts for 1 minute or until you lose concentration.
I'm going to wait until Thorgard heals me and then run through the flame to tackle this fucker.
Okay. He is... You guys can kind of tell he's filling a bag with gold. Clearly a bag of holding.
Yeah.
And he's just filling it with gold. There's tables filled with gold down here. He stops what he's doing to look at the illusion. So he kind of stops what he's doing, and then you come barreling through the wall of fire.
First, what's my heal?
I hit you with a level 1 cure wounds for 13.
That's fine. Oh, sick. Okay. Okay, so I'm a 13. What do I take going through the wall?
It's a disintegrate wall, so
you go through the wall and you take
oh lordy,
5d8.
Well. See you later, guys.
Would you like to roll yourself?
No, you roll.
I didn't make that Arcana check.
Yeah, that's fine. This is something Bartos would do anyway.
I love it.
As a barbarian, 100%. Everyone who's listening, John has the probably longest streak of characters dying.
In 5th edition.
Yeah, in 5th edition.
24.
Okay, so 13.
No big whoop.
Minus 24.
Well, no, so I take half of that.
11. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I take 12.
So you take 12.
Oh,
so
buddy.
I'm up 1.
You're up 1.
That's all I need. No, I'm at 22.
And Matt, how are you doing?
When Bartos leaps through that wall, you see Thorgard gets real flush and drops down to a knee on the stairs and looks like he's about to pass the fuck out.
It probably wasn't entirely apparent to Thorgard that Bartos was immediately going to jump through the flame.
Yeah, no.
And as you jump through the flame vanishes. You feel that metal rod in your pocket heat up.
Well, if he was a smarter man.
Learning lessons. Learning lessons.
I tackle the mage.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Okay. I'm raging, obviously.
Yeah.
Goes without saying. Crit.
Oh, you rolled 20?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, you knock him to the ground. This pouch, this bag of holding hits the ground, and an impossible amount of coins begin to spill out all over the floor. And you see that there are creatures down here.
Yeah.
And instead of immediately attacking, they start picking up the coins and counting them. And you pretty quickly pin him to the ground. Go ahead and give me a opposed strength check, I think it is.
Okay. I had advantage on this.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be great against the mage.
23, 25, because I have +2 with the rage.
Okay. You have him pretty well pinned. There was a spell that...
Jake, while this is happening,
Yes.
can I cast Mage Hand?
What do you want to do?
I would like to use my Mage Hand Ledgerman and just start putting coins back in that bag.
Okay.
So with the Mage Hand Ledgerman makes my Mage Hand invisible. Yeah. So, just kind of sliding them in there.
Okay.
For easy pickings later.
Yeah.
John, what do you want to do to him?
I don't think Bartos has thought that far through.
Okay.
He has him pinned, and he goes, "You crossed the wrong people." I have like basically the handle of an hand axe over his throat, and like pinned on him.
He manages to get out a word that you don't understand.
Oopsie.
And then he vanishes and reappears about 30 feet away and stands up. And everyone roll initiative again for me to see if you can act before him as he pulls a potion
Ooh, nat
out
20.
of his pocket.
Not me. 5.
Ooh, I rolled a 5 as well, so that's a 6.
19 for 22.
Okay.
I rolled
so,
a nat 20.
for a 20.
20.
All right. 22, 20. So Luca and Ashwin, you see him reach into his pocket, pull out the potion, and he is about to drink it. Luca, you notice something as his hand reaches into his pocket and then pulls out this potion. You see a ring on his hand. You've seen rings like it before. Do you know what it is?
Is it a ring of disguise self?
It is. And he's about to drink the potion. What do you do?
Can I make my mage hand slap it out of his hand?
Slap it.
Just try to.
I don't think
He was already
so.
scooping up gold, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can use it.
All right, then I will try to shoot the potion.
I love it. All right, Dan, what are you going to do? You're going to kind of go.
I am going to... I'll just shoot him with a blast and hope that it is enough
Okay.
to affect him.
Okay. All right. Ryan, give me an attack roll.
Is blessed still up?
It's either a miss or a 20.
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
If you get
yeah,
the 20,
it
you
is.
do
It
it.
This fucker had
I'm gonna say it was
contact guard.
A minute.
It's 23.
That'll do it.
Wow.
You shoot the potion and shatter it.
Oops.
He raises his hands like in surrender. He says, "Well, unfortunately, your potions are all water." And he kind of looks around at the zombies that are beginning to stand up and come down the stairs.
So what do you propose, Mr. Crow?
I don't really know.
Ashwin, enough with this. Look for whatever it is. Creating those coins. I'll hold them off.
Very good. I turn with my light, and actually my illusion turns with me, and we kind of both spread out across the room, both holding light in our hands.
Okay.
And I start looking, and I just use the illusion to create more light in the room.
Okay. Give me a roll investigation.
Sure. 16 plus 4, 20, dirty 20.
Okay. And what's everyone else doing? You guys got like 2 rounds pretty much.
Bartos is going to try to get into a position to hold whatever off, wherever the threat's
Sure.
coming from. He's waiting.
You like kick over a few of the tables to
Yeah.
kind of just force them towards you.
Yep.
I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself so that I don't die. Whereas Bartos gets
Right.
right to shit.
So these guys are going around with their lights trying to search for if it's I guess I'll go in a different direction and
Sure.
do the same.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I call over after I knock over a couple tables. I say, "Mage, can you create that wall of fire again?"
Nice. Ryan got a nat 20.
24. Yeah.
He nods. You guys, there is nothing down here except money. There's a lot of gold.
Thinking back to the map, is it just hallways leading back to this place?
This is basically just a counting room.
Yep.
There are multiple staircases that come down here, but it's just a storage room for gold. These things are coming down all these different staircases and approaching you, and kind of, very carefully avoiding the piles. But this room is just filled with gold. There's nothing making fake coins down here.
I want to look for...
With your high rolls, you're pretty sure that it's just not happening here.
What I want to look for, Jake, instead, is maybe access to what could possibly be the Underdark.
Okay. What were you going to say, Matt?
Thulgard, as he's been sitting there healing himself up, he's noticed that these things are picking up the gold coins. So as everybody's kind of hanging out trying to figure it out, he's going to start knocking over piles of gold all over the fucking place and just...
Okay. Yeah, you Bartos had kind of done that just by knocking tables over, but you start doing the same thing, and it actually works. You notice that instead of attacking you, they start collecting all the coins. This gives you, Dan, some more time to kind of continue to search. And in searching, you do not find an entrance, but you do find is that symbol that was on his necklace, the symbol of an eye of a beholder. If you guys recall, those necklaces actually allow Zaladar to watch what's going on the other side. And when you see this, your imagination immediately reminds you of being in Zaladar's lair in his palace, surrounded by his weird retinue of different alien creatures from different planes of existence who would all gather and watch this giant crystal orb when he would, send people out into the Underdark to be hunted or whatever kind of
spectator sport
was going on. And you can just imagine that right now Zaladar and his retinue are watching this and just think it's the funniest thing, especially, this boy who used to run errands for him. Yeah. And you kind of just look up at the wall and look at it.
I'm looking at it, and my illusion kind of walks over and merges with me. And I kind of shrug my shoulders and I wave at it. And then turn back and start walking towards the rest of them.
Okay.
Have you found it yet?
Why are you being so goddamn calm about this, you lunatic? Wave it at the fucking wall.
It's not here, he says.
What do you mean?
The means. Whatever is being done, it's not here.
So it was a waste.
Not a waste. We still know the who.
If I may.
What?
Perhaps we come to some sort of arrangement here where where we all leave.
Oh, you're coming out with us. Then you go to jail.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we need to find a way out.
That hall.
The hall.
Where do you think it is from here?
But we still don't know how they bring the bodies in. There must be a way.
You want to ask somebody?
We need to double back.
You guys double back. You make your way up the stairs, fight through a few more of the zombies, and make your way to that thin wall. Bartos?
Yep.
What's the plan?
He's going to start bashing at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Finding if his axes will do, it'll do. If not, he'll find some other implement to use.
Okay. You're about to hit the wall. The wall basically tells you where to hit it.
Mm.
It kind of speaks to you as the stone sometimes does,
Yeah.
and tells you where the weak spot is. Give me a strength check with advantage.
Cool.
As he's doing that, Jake, I'm going to start saying a few words, and I am going to change my appearance.
Okay.
24.
24.
He goes, you see Bartas like, his axe is kind of like drawing across the stone. He goes, here. No, here. Oh, here. Okay, yes.
I'm going to change my appearance to Alistair Fields.
Okay.
Ooh, I like what you're thinking here. Seeing him do that, I revert to my dead halfling form.
Okay.
If it's, I'm guessing we're past
it wasn't magical.
Okay.
Yeah. So you start smashing at the wall. You cast your spell.
Oh, great. I'm fucked.
Who is making sure that Dorian doesn't kind of run away here? Or someone guarding him or?
I kind of am watching him, and I'm looking at him as I'm changing my appearance.
I got my spear on him.
Okay. As you're putting this big crack in the wall and making your way through, he says, what is the plan once we get on the other side of that wall? You know, at this point, at this point, they're looking for us. They know that we're down here. So are you just going to fight your way out?
If necessary.
Perhaps if we split up, it would improve our chances.
No, you're coming with us.
I could make an awful good distraction.
Yes, you can. To be thrown in jail. Don't you fucking try to trick us.
We will have a problem on the other side, he's right. I am hoping that if there was someone there that I can negotiate, but it's a risk.
I know I should have done this.
How much longer, Bartas?
You hit the wall again, and like a chunk of it falls off, and you can see through.
Yeah.
And then you put your hammer aside. You have a hammer?
Axe.
Axes.
Hand
You were
axe.
hitting it with axes?
Yeah, probably the back end of these.
All right, yeah.
They're like obsidian axes, you know.
Now that you have a hole you can see through, you see this fucking guy at his desk,
Yeah.
and he's standing there staring at the wall, and you reach your hands through and start pulling chunks off and kicking at it, and within less than a minute, you are through the wall, and he's just staring at you, and he runs.
I say to him, friend, it's good to see you, and I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Does he get a save?
Yeah, he does. He gets a wisdom save, and it is, let's see, the save is 8 plus my 10, 13.
All right, flat roll. Roll the 12.
Nice.
There we go.
He stops. And he says, "Oh, it's you."
Yes. I'm glad we have met once again.
I look at Dorian.
If
when
you'll
he's-
excuse just my friends, everyone, come on through.
Oh, of course. Just be careful. There, the entire facility is on high alert. There's a robbery occurring.
Oh, I see. I see.
careful.
That's very dangerous indeed. Do you know a safe way out?
Oh, well, I mean, a safe way out. I suppose. Tell me about Charm Person.
Sure. Yeah. Charm Person. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. Give me just a second. Charm Person.
And Ryan, while he's looking that up, were you going to say something to Dorian?
Yeah, I was seeing what he thought of seeing fields.
Oh,
It is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. Charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
he says it's probably safest to just stay here and wait. We can wait until this is all over, and then you can make your way out.
I think some of us fear for our life from these robbers. If we could make it out without, without any harm coming to us, or I just want what's best for my friends here.
You should probably go through the gardens then. There's service exits there.
Good. Okay.
To the right.
Thank you. I look at everyone. Well, this is our chance.
Are we taking him with us willingly?
No, he's, I think, safest here.
Well, until the undead come. But let's go.
They still don't know it's us per se, right? The robbery.
Zaladar does.
Yeah.
That's true, and that means that Mika does.
Maybe started a war between the Tradicium and
Yeah.
no biggie.
If you would be so kind as to lead the way,
Sure.
That
Let's
would be
go.
great. Thank you.
Let's go.
Jake, on the way out, I snagged the seal.
All right. You guys make your way out and on into the atrium, which is just chaos right now.
Yeah.
There are soldiers everywhere. They're kind of rounding people up, forcing people out of the building or into their rooms, and just kind of locking the whole place down.
Yeah.
They know that there has been a breach. They might not know the details, but they're working on it. And you all start making your way towards the gardens. And as you're going, all of a sudden, Dorian changes appearances and looks like Mika. And he yells,
Before,
Guards, they're here.
Before he yells, I'm going to try to cast Hold Person on him.
oh, okay. Sure.
So he's got to make
What a great spell.
Yeah, you had him under guard, so you saw him change.
Yeah.
13 wisdom save.
13 wisdom. Failed. Yi goes, gah, and then he freezes in place, but he looks like Mika.
I'm going to take his ring.
You take the ring off his finger,
Yep.
and he turns back into Dorian.
Thanks.
I'm also going to spend both of my sorcery points for my Metamagic Adept Sorcery to double the length of the spell twice.
Are you going to carry him out of here?
Huh?
I mean,
Oh, leave him.
Or leave him?
4 minutes.
Let him take the fall.
Yep.
All right. You guys leave him?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. All right. You leave him and you head into the gardens. You quickly disappear into the foliage as your new friend shows you to a service exit. And you escape. All right. Let's jump ahead a little bit.
Mission accomplished.
You are
So much trouble.
in the offices of Maxine Nakara.
Max.
She says, after hearing all of your stories, well, it wasn't just you who failed us. I'm afraid that our intelligence network also failed. We've discovered that we were meant to discover these coins.
And
Dorian set us up. He wanted us to find them. He wanted us to think it was the Celestial Garden. He had a contact there, so he knew when you arrived, and he knew who you were looking for, and he made himself look like that person. His intention all along was to use you to get into the vault. He is now a statue in the court of Zaladar.
At least justice was served there.
It's fortunate that he was able to take the fall for this. Although I'm sure Zaladar will be looking for you. She looks at you, Ashwin.
yes, our presence was most notably notable. He says, Ashwin says, yes, I'm sure our presence went well observed by him.
But we have sent diplomats to smooth over the situation. And, well, the gift of Dorian Crow seems to be enough to appease him. He's always happy to add another statue to his garden.
That much is certainly true.
I'll send him a thank you note.
And the counterfeit currency was Dorian all along, trying to draw us out for the real prize.
He was creative. I have to give him that.
How did he have enough? And where did he get the power to do such a thing?
Well, if he had some artifact that allowed him to transmute, we won't know it now. Whatever secrets he has are cast in stone. Perhaps we'll send a team to find out where his lair is. But that would be a different mission.
Excuse me, Maxine. I'd just like to make sure that it was noted in the logs that I did request that we not go into the vault. I'd just like to be clear on that. That I had no interest, but these greedy bastards are the ones that ruined it all. I just want to make sure that that's...
Well, there were negative repercussions. In essence, the mission was a success. Not as smoothly as we would have hoped, but at least the economy of Nestia won't be destabilized at this point.
You're welcome.
And believe it or not, I would imagine it useful to have an open line of communication with Zaladar.
Well, then I suppose I have a mission for you as well. And we'll stop there.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Full Guard does not want to go on the mission.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed another installment of our Choose Your Own Adventure series. Our intro music is by Wilhelm Scream. Our outro music is by Antti Martikainen. Scores are by Antti Martikainen and Adrian von Ziegler. Find links to check out all of them, as well as links to all of our social media, bonus episodes, and a lot more stuff at our website, nastygramrpg.com. See you next Tuesday.
That's nasty.
Zaladar.
Zaladar.
All right.
So glad he's back.
Zaladar.
I was trying to look up like history to write my character, and I was like, I can't remember anything about that. And then I was like, and then I was like, search, got him.
Yeah, you guys wrote a song about him. I don't remember why, but
Because you were
Because
playing,
Ryan was playing-
the bard,
I was
right?
playing
I was playing
Bard.
Bard, and you wrote a song about him.
Did he ask for a song, or did I just?
I think you just
I think he-
impromptu.
yeah.
Just to impress him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking back, I didn't realize music was such a thing in our campaigns.
Well, let's jump.